My name is Charudas, and behind me you see the Sri Sri Radha Krishna Temple in Spanish Fork, Utah. The building was built and opened in June of 2001, and we're going to give you a little mini tour here, which includes some of the highlights of a more expansive tour that you can get just by dropping in on us any day between 10 in the morning and 7 at night, or scheduling a very, very elaborate tour, which includes a meal, animal handling, PowerPoint, music and yoga, and which is a special arrangement we make especially for school and senior citizens group. So let's go on and enter into the lobby of the temple. As you enter the temple, there's a gift store on your right-hand side filled with all kinds of bric-a-brac from India. To your left is a vegetarian buffet and salad bar, and upstairs is the temple and worship area. On the bench here, we have a number of free brochures which detail the many programs sponsored by the Radha Krishna Temple. We have periodic weekend Om Shanti Yoga retreats. We have a lot of volunteer opportunities for people to come and help out with the farm and the landscaping and computer. We have an internet radio station. We also do services like weddings and housewarmings for members of the Indian community and congregational members as well. We do about 7 major festivals a year, beginning with Shivaratri, the Holy Festival of Colors, the Himalayan Fest, the Lama Fest, Krishna's birthday, Festival of India in September, and then the Festival of Lights in October. And these festivals attract anywhere between 500 and 15,000 participants. At the entrance to many temples in India, you have a bell mounted, and it's customary upon entering the temple area to ring the bell 1 time. And that is the sound of Om, which is considered to be a very auspicious sound and which rids you of hypertension and stress, so that as you proceed further into the temple room, you can enjoy the peaceful eternal atmosphere. This is called Krishna's Lotus Temple, and everywhere you look you'll see lotus flowers. There's a big marble lotus flower on the floor. Up as the medallion for the chandelier, there's a lotus flower. Around the circumference of the dome, lotus flowers alternate with peacocks. There are lotus flowers all over the teak wood altar, as well as on the exterior of the building. And the reason for this proliferation of lotus flowers is that the lotus grows within water, and yet it never gets wet. Even if you splash it, it'll be bone dry shortly thereafter. So the lotus is in the water, but not of the water, if that reminds you of any other famous saying. And the guru, the bona fide guru, is also like the lotus flower. He or she may be physically present before you, but they've learned the art of sustaining themselves on the transcendental platform 24/7. We all have moments of spiritual insight and realization, but we can't maintain those. The spiritually realized person is someone that can nourish themselves and sustain themselves on the spiritual platform 24 hours a day. The deities are installed on a hand-carved teakwood altar, which was made in Bombay. It took the artist 3 years to complete it. And the central figures, of course, are Radha and Krishna. Krishna is the darkish figure playing the flute, and Krishna itself is a name for God, which means all attractive. Radharani, on our right, is the mistress of all the devotional arts. She's the first expansion of Krishna. And then further to our right are the foursome of Ram, the central figure with the bow, his queen Sita, then Lakshman, and at their feet Hanuman, the devoted monkey servitor. To the left on the altar is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Lord Nityananda. Chaitanya appeared 500 years ago in Bengal to propagate the chanting of Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And the 2 things you note about Krishna are his color. In the deity form he's black. In many paintings he's pictured more as bluish, but he's actually neither black nor bluish. The Sanskrit word to describe his color is Sham, S-H-Y-M, and that means the color of a monsoon cloud during the rainy season. This worship area holds about 350 people, and it's used every Sunday for the famous Hare Krishna Love Feast. We're one of 400 branches worldwide of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness, and every one of them sponsors a Sunday afternoon or evening program, which includes mantra meditation, chanting. It includes, in Spanish Fork here, a PowerPoint presentation on some topical issue, something which is of relevance to us in our lives and which we can then take and use in our lives Monday morning. And we top it all off with a wonderful multi-course vegetarian feast of Krishna Prasad. Our own particular services start at 5 o'clock every Sunday. The temple complex altogether comprises 15 acres, and this last 8.5 acres we bought in 1991, in which the actual temple sits, is an elevated piece of property. It's got a beautiful view, 365 degrees of the Wasatch Mountains and the West Mountains. Interstate 15 runs just 3 miles away, the main artery between Salt Lake and Las Vegas and Los Angeles and Yellowstone. And our property is populated by a number of interesting animals. We have 40 llamas here, a dozen peacocks, we have 6 parrots, and in the 200,000-gallon lake there are a number of koi, some of which are very, very colorful, yellows and oranges, and weigh up to 15 pounds or so. We get a lot of school field trips, a lot of families come with carrots and apples to feed the llamas, and I should also mention, last but not least, we have 3 beautiful zebu cows, which are purebred cows such as those that you see in India. The temple is set up as a tourist destination and as a resource for senior citizens, groups, church groups, school groups who would like to find out more about Indian culture and Krishna consciousness. You can come in small groups without an appointment to get a 15-minute tour every day between 10 in the morning and 7 at night. Or if you'd like to delve into it more deeply, call us at 801-798-3559 in order to schedule a group tour which can last up to 3 hours and include meals and animal handling, music, yoga, and a PowerPoint presentation by yours truly, Charu Das.